you may take cuddling for granted most of the time because in this day and age, we are just people who are smashing and, in situationships here and there, blah, blah, blah. And maybe it's with good reason because research has found out that most of the time, cuddling can cause addiction. And it's weird because once you're away from that person, some serious withdrawal hits you. Like, whew, I don't even want to get into that because it's crazy. And karibuni sana. This is Randy Radio and you're listening to Randy Pontiff. Welcome to this amazing podcast. Today we will be talking about cuddling experiences and how we all feel about them. With me on the mic today is
Karigo.
Yes. Do you want to give them your handle?
Yes. My Twitter handle is @Karigo. Across all social media brands.
With a H at the end.
Please.
Yes.
So
Karigo.
It's not K, it's Ka.
Oh, people mistake that.
Yeah, like, guys, it's K-A, not K-E.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Because my name also, most people mistake it. Anyway, let's not get into that. But, Karigo.
Yes.
Do you like cuddling?
Extremely. It has to be one of my most greatest, fulfilling sexual advances.
Oh, yeah, and funny that you say that because most of the cuddling that I like builds up to the sex.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The rest maybe when I'm just stressed. Just one of them maybe. But every other cuddling, I think it leads up to sex.
Yes. And also there's the cuddling after sex that we all know you men do not like. And we women are really drawn to.
And that is why I started with saying most situationships or whatever we have do not allow us to cuddle because that is when people start catching feelings.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, feelings are always... feelings depend on the nature of the sex. Mm-hmm. Why you're having the sex. Mm-hmm. If we're friends with benefits... and we clearly do know what we are getting ourselves into. Yeah. It doesn't mean that we should not experience the cuddles after, before, or even during. Just so long as feelings are not developed. Or you don't start texting your partner saying, oh, I love the way you held me. But if it's a relationship, mm-hmm. a partnership, you're in a committed relationship with somebody.
Yeah.
Cuddling is also very important.
I think what I like about cuddling is the fact that it's body to body.
Exactly. Oh.
Skin on skin,
mm-hmm.
yo.
Oh, you can feel his heartbeat and he can feel hers.
Do you know what I always fall for? Is when she tells me, Tangu, hatutafanya kitu. Hata I'm not in the mood. Kwani it's always about sex.
Let me say something. My ex and I had one rule. When we're entering bed, we're not entering bed with clothes.
Wow.
No matter how pissed off we are at each other, there's some connection that is so unexplainable with cuddling. Mm-hmm. And regardless of the relationship, I feel like it's so important. You're able to even understand that person more.
It's true.
And you're able to feel and be able to manage expectations based on that specific cuddle.
The weird thing is most people, you can even communicate without talking.
Exactly.
Just by cuddling.
Exactly.
And Mimi most of the time, kidogo, before I know it, I'm the small spoon. And yes, I know how this sounds because I'm a whole 6 foot person. Yeah. And my person is 5 feet or maybe less.
I think she's less.
Probably. But yeah, so for me, I prefer being the small spoon because it makes me feel comfortable.
What does cuddling do to you? How do you feel when your woman cuddles you? Sorry, I know you're not asking the questions, but let me ask that so that I can also understand from a man's perspective. And also give it on when you are friends with benefits and when you had the friends with benefits and now your actual woman. Was there a difference?
there's a significant difference, because vulnerability has a range. And with my girlfriend now, I want to feel more vulnerable. I want to know that I'm in it fully.
Yeah.
And the truest nakedness is at that point where we are just vulnerable with our feelings. We talk. We sometimes don't even have to talk. We just understand each other. At that, as in it, for me, it does things to me. But when I was in casual relationships, most of the cuddling was just because, we are both here. Why not?
Wow.
It wasn't really about vulnerability, and most of the time those you know, the reason why people also don't do this in casual relationships is because there's this conversation that always comes up.
What are we? So now are we seeing other people, or
are we exclusive? But
no, let me tell you. Okay, let me speak from my perspective, and I'll answer the questions I asked you.
Yeah.
First of all, when I'm having coitus with whoever, there are certain guidelines that help me choose the man that I want to sleep with continuously. And one of the things that stands out, it has to be, whether it's friends with benefits or it's my partner, it has to be a guy whom, even after the sex or even before the sex, we can still be able to cuddle and have a conversation. Because for me, cuddling is it's a big deal. Not because I'm in love with the guy, but it's that moment where you just want to feel nice. And if you're not able to give me that, if you're the type of guy who will have sex and then 2 minutes later, okay, sasa mimi nimeenda, see you mpaka next time. Yo, maneno staki. Cuddling is it's part of sex. It's as important as foreplay.
It's afterplay.
Exactly. Even it can be part of foreplay, because you can cuddle me when I'm on my period, and I still feel that connection, and I can still feel like I can be vulnerable, but there won't be penetration because I'm on my period. But it's the same feeling that I'll get even when we've had sex. It shouldn't differ, in my opinion.
Oh.
It shouldn't differ.
Mimi, I think I can't be. You can't go being vulnerable with everybody, isn't it?
That's why I said choosing a sexual partner, whether it's friends with benefits
or not,
it has to be somebody who, it's not only sex that brings you together. What else are you getting from it? And I say this all the time. Fuck with people who want to fuck with you. Fuck with people who want to fuck with you. And it could be, you need to always benefit. It can't be you're giving. They're taking and they're not reciprocating. I don't know if that makes sense for you.
Kai. I think I think guys and chicks see things very differently, and this is just a general perspective, because unapata most of the times, Mimi, when it's cuddling, it's fine. It means something, but I just don't want to do it with everyone. And then again, sometimes sex is just sex.
Sex should never be just sex.
I'm just saying, for me, sometimes sex is just sex. It's just deep, come out, and get rid of that nut.
I'm sorry, I know we're talking about cuddling, but wait, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
If sex is just sex, see, then you jack off. And she, flicks it off. If sex is just sex,
you can't replace vagina.
Neither can you replace dick.
Exactly. So you can just do it without any strings whatsoever. As in, it's just
no one is saying that there should
bam
be
bam and go. As in, no.
How many people will you do that with?
It gets tiring, of
exactly.
course. It gets tiring. Then, guys.
You look like you're the one on the hot spot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's just that I think. I think I'm fine. I'm fine now that I'm dating.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's cuddling comes much easier.
Yeah. Sorry.
And it makes me feel the way I want to feel. I'd like to feel continuously. Unajua si ile yenye you just do it today, then tomorrow you don't know where you get that cuddle from because you burnt that bridge or you can't go back, or there's some constant kind of feeling about it. And
let me say on my end, when we've just had sex and we are talking, I want to lie on your chest, speak and listen to our. By the way, we can even be talking about politics. But I'm on that kifua and you're holding me and cuddling me and playing with my hair. And that's another thing, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Women need to be very hygienic.
Yeah.
Practice the art of having your hair smelling really good. Because you don't want your man rejecting those cuddles because he's just thinking, fuck.
The hair is in my face, in my mouth, every fucking where.
And that's also one of the reasons why some guys, especially friends with benefits, they're against it because they're thinking, no, I'm going to suffer if you're not even dating, if I just want sex. Now I've already had sex, I want to bounce, she wants my cuddles.
You have to deal with a dead arm. Jesus. But unajua, the reason why I love most of this cuddle is because I prefer being the lesser one. Okay. Not lesser in that way. I prefer being the smaller one. Like for instance, if we're doing a half spoon and she just tells me to come lie on her chest, on her bosom.
Yeah.
Her arm is around my neck. Oh. And she gives me those facial kisses and then plays with my hair or whatever little there is. You know, that's skull club with the...
Yes.
This is why you need those grabbers. This is why those nails are there. Jeez.
I agree.
And I'm just there just thinking, oh my God, what did I do to deserve this?
Let me tell you what I love to do the most. I love to lie on his chest and run my nails through his thighs, up on his manhood. Although right then at that point it's like it's all shrunk, it's not even visible. You can just feel it, but it gives him, I don't know what it does to him. It makes him feel like he wants more. It makes him feel like it's okay. I'm not gonna complain if you have another erection.
And it makes him feel like he's more than just a 6-inch piece of meat.
Exactly. I mean, it's not only the orgasms. And hey, let me make one thing clear. This cuts across for FWBs and the partner.
Yeah.
Because this is what I believe. Number one, life is too short.
It's true.
Secondly, it's very difficult to get an orgasm, a proper one, especially with somebody whom you're entwined with. So if this is a person who gives you the orgasms that you want, reciprocate at that moment, because maximizing on the moment is what counts the most. You guys, when we achana, I reset.
It never happened.
Like it never happened.
If you think we fucked, you're wrong.
I mean, and this is what I say: maximize on those moments. If you want to cuddle, imagine cuddle. But you're on that level of understanding what your relationship is about. Yeah. Which is very important because you also need to have that conversation.
That's true. Where? But then, you know that half spoon I'm telling you about?
Yes.
The climax of it all.
No, we mentioned
Sana. Yeah, that one is out.
Become okay. Wow.
It's because the titties are just there. It's soft.
Yeah.
You throw one in your mouth. Play with the nipple.
Wow.
God damn it.
I know. Yeah. Let me tell you, I used to do that now with my ex, especially when he was low and down. And he would fall asleep. And it would tell me at this moment right there, he's at peace.
Super.
And it used to make him feel it's okay. It's really going to be okay. So I get what you're saying. Now imagine that's how us chicks feel. But now for us women, we put my feelings,
you know,
emotions.
Jesus.
Nothing is simple. And by the way, let me make one thing very clear. Feelings are always caught.
Somehow. And you know the reason why us men are very vocal about not catching feelings is because we are most of the time we are the first ones to do it, but we don't say it.
Of course.
Then again, when we hear you're fucking someone out there, that's when they are coming out. So this cuddling thing, it just brings out this bad vibe.
But let me tell you, even if you put cuddling aside, trust you me, bado mse atashika feelings. Liwe liwalo.
If that box is that hot, I'll catch feelings. Okay.
Definitely. So let's not put aside part of sex because feelings will be caught. Either way, feelings will be caught. Let's just say hizo feelings ikikam, we'll deal with them when they come. But for now, let's maximize.
I guess.
Ama?
Yeah, it's true. You know what comes to my mind right now? Wacha tu feelings zishike. They're meant to be felt. Wacha zishike.
Yeah, and you know, feelings can be dealt with unless now you start being an asshole.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yo, you're digressing.
I know. I'm sorry. I have that problem.
We are digressing. It's interesting. We need to talk about casual relationships and catching feelings.
Please, that's what we need to speak about, because let me tell you something, and I'll say this.
Yeah.
Hoping that nobody in my family hears this. I'm a woman in my 30s. I'm not dating.
Yeah.
Rather, I'm dating, but I'm not in a committed relationship.
Okay.
It's very difficult to find a man who understands the fundamentals of my orgasms and how important they are, and to keep it consistent. Hear me out. If I have a friends with benefits and I like it, I'm gonna be like, hey, can we do this often? No feelings, no emotions.
Yeah.
Let's have mutual respect. Imagine when I say I want sex, please take it seriously. Just the same way when you say you want sex, I take it seriously.
That's true.
And kindly, don't interpret my saying I want sex as I'm into you.
She's made it clear.
I'm not into you. I was in love with you. Nigga, I did a man for 4.5 years. I'm still healing.
Oh my God.
I just want us. I mean, you know, I give you orgasms.
You want it to be intimate. You want it to be...
I'm not asking, you know what I mean?
But what I'm getting from you is you want it compartmentalized. In a sense that, fine, we are not catching feelings.
Yes.
Or if we do, this is where we are.
Yeah.
This is where we are standing.
Yeah.
And we can discuss any other developments along the way as they come.
Yeah.
So we compartmentalize everything.
Yes.
If we are cuddling, it's just cuddling.
Yeah.
If we're having sex, it's just having sex.
Yeah.
Etc. etc.
No. I agree with you. However, if we're having sex, we're having sex. Sawa.
Yeah.
And we'll cuddle, we'll do the whole foreplay, you'll go down on me, I'll deep throat you, blah, blah, blah. We'll have our super amazing orgasms. The period that we are together, we'll maximize. If a day from today, I feel, mimi, sikutosheka. Please kindly, don't interpret what I am saying for I'm into you. Atina, I want to start building a future. Wow. No, me, I'm just saying, nigga, make time to give me orgasms. Period.
I might return the favor.
Not I might.
I will.
I believe in reciprocation.
There we go.
If I give you, I will give you. If you give me, guy, 10 times more, I'll give you back. But let me tell you my greatest problem with dudes, and it's because I've become more sexually aware with my body and what I want and what I need, is that I like the sex. You've enjoyed the sex. We've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
A day later, I'm like, so next meet, don't start thinking that head of yours. She's got feelings. Yeah. Now she likes me. Aye, nigga, no. I enjoyed it. I want to do it again. And if we've already had this conversation before we engage, please keep the same energy. Right?
You have a good point.
You know, and we can talk during the week.
Yeah.
We can have conversations, because for me, I'm very attracted to intellect. 99 of the men I've ever been with fuck my head.
Some serious mind fucking.
Sana, like it has to be there. Like you have to be really smart, intelligent, mature, emotionally mature. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes this is what happens. You meet a guy, you think he has all these things. You have sex, then you're back to square one because nigga is so fucking immature. You're like, hey, what's happening?
I don't know what happens. The nut somehow lives with every sense.
What the fuck? Like, it's so ridiculous. I have intentionally said no to sex because I'm tired of that game. I don't want a relationship with you. I just want us to bang,
and
bang,
go.
Bang. I know people who have friends with benefits, and they've been friends with benefits for
years. The longest.
But it always depends on the dude, and I hate that it's determined by the man.
You don't like him taking the lead?
I appreciate him taking the lead, but he needs to really pay attention and listen to my needs and take the lead on that angle. Because we cannot have sex only when you want. I'm available, so you make yourself available. And me, when I want sex, why can't you make yourself available?
That's true. So I think it has to be two-way, right?
It needs to be two-way. It's so important. I'm telling you, life would be so much easier if people just practice those fundamentals.
That's true.
And you know, orgasms change lives.
They do. They change perspectives a lot. Sasa, the thing is, unapata, speaking of orgasms,
wow, I love the way we moved from.
Yeah, speaking of orgasms, on one night, you find that actually, we need to talk about orgasms next.
Please.
Yeah. So, orgasm.
Call me.
No, even now, we'll do it. It will be in the next episode.
Okay.
So, you've done the thing. You've gotten an earth-shattering orgasm, and you are blacked out. KO.
Yeah.
So there's this cuddling where it's not exactly cuddling, but you've all faced the other directions. You don't want to deal with a dead arm, morning breath, and all of that shit. Exactly. So
completely.
So you turn and look the other way and sleep. But then again, your legs kind of intertwine during the night.
Or your hands.
Your naked bums touch.
I like the one for we hold each other after sex, then we find ourselves falling asleep. But somewhere in between, our legs disconnect, but our hands are still together.
Yeah, I've ever woken up with someone like that. It feels good. It feels good.
I feel like this is it.
Although most of the time with me, I don't get to sleep. That's my problem. In such a situation, my heart is palpitating the whole damn time. So this is why I prefer cheek to cheek. Okay. So you find that I've faced the other way and you faced the other way, but we're still in contact. Our skin, our bare backs are rubbing against each other. Of course, sweaty as fuck.
Definitely.
Then you have this pole pole. 30 minutes in, you realize both of you are not exactly sleepy.
Yeah.
So you get this, I want to sleep, but I don't mind being touched there kind of movements.
Yes.
So kidogo it's back to bang bang.
It's like it doesn't stop.
It does. It's an endless cycle.
And it means you have a connection.
A strong one, it has to be, because at that point
and that's where feelings are usually caught.
Mad.
As a girl, you're in the office, you're working, and then kidogo to you start remembering last night. And you start thinking, hey, I want it to happen again and again and again. No, but I feel like you guys, cuddling is very important.
But my problem with cuddling is this. I'm the tall one. That's a good thing always, because there's this face-to-face thing people do.
Yeah. Okay, me, I don't like that one.
And the problem with that one is that you have to deal with, of course, a dead arm.
Yes.
Yeah. You have to deal with breathing in secondary air. So you may need to sync your breathing with this one. But it's perfect when one of you has trouble sleeping. You see? Especially if it's the chick who has trouble sleeping and she's the one you're cuddling.
Yeah.
When I'm cuddling, you just watch her sleep.
Yeah.
When she's comfortable, at peace, and everything, you just let her go pole pole.
Oh.
And then now that's the kind of it's a good one, but you have to contend. Now you as the chick, you are the smaller one in the. You have to contend with the secondary secondary oxygen. It's always hot. And
let me tell you what I miss. My ex, from one of the few things. Okay, let me not. Like one of the things I miss from my ex. When I used to be on my period, I experienced one of them. I experienced bad periods. I'm extremely hormonal. My back pains, my stomach, my head, everything. I don't even drink alcohol when I'm on my period.
Whoa.
So my ex used to come home very early. We chill. We hang out.
Yeah.
I take my shower. He showers. We have dinner, it's time to sleep. He used to hold me. In fact, let me tell you, that was the only one time he ever used to make the effort without me telling him anything to cuddle me. And it used to take all the pain away. It used to take all the insecurities. I became so vulnerable, and he would not let me go. And it's not me on his chest, it's me, I'm lying the way I feel comfortable, and then he puts his hand around me. More often than not, he used to land on my boob.
I mean,
he never used to sleep without his hand on my boob, whether we are having sex or not. And that cuddling is so, it used to give me, I never used to feel like, this man loves me. So I used to feel like he's so thoughtful. He's putting me first.
Yeah.
And not himself. Taking care of my needs. He's listened to me. He knows how this is a rough time for me. And he's taking care of me. No sex. No foreplay. Just cuddles. From him.
You know, what happens there most of the time, I even wrote about it, by the way. It's called Pillow Talk. Yeah, there's one of my erotica pieces.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, in case you didn't know, I write erotica.
Mad.
Yeah. Erotica. So there's this story I wrote a while back about Pillow Talk, and there was this chick who was in some serious cramps, and she just came over to the guys, and you know the way you can lay your head on the laps.
Yeah.
Suddenly all the pain just dissipated.
Oh yeah. And it's about,
you just melt.
Oh yeah. And it's also because we're in our hormones, we're in our feelings, you know.
They should make pillows out of laps and bums already,
oh,
because
yeah.
there's also this one where you find yourself face first on her bum because it's soft and squishy and jiggly, and before you know it, you're eating ass.
Yes.
You're patting cheeks, eating ass.
Yes. And whether you men, the way you guys like saying that eating ass is nonsense. Let me tell you, what you're saying is nonsense, because we see y'all, we know what you do We know what you do behind closed doors. Also, sorry to just throw this in there now that we are talking about eating. Not my family. Anyway,
go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
Even the whole aspect of fingering a man's ass while having sex or during foreplay, not sex, during foreplay is very, very, very sexual for a guy. Do you want to dispute?
I have varying opinions on that because
come on.
Okay, it's not that I haven't tried. My first chick begged and begged.
Now that's the problem.
I never caved.
You're not supposed to say.
So wait.
Okay, I hope I don't sound like
I'm
encouraging.
Wait.
None.
So the one I have currently, she's very convincing.
Yes.
So I consented to it, and we tried, and maybe we should have a whole podcast about this. A whole episode about this.
Let me tell you, every man. Okay, let me not say every man. If I really, really like you, so just in case anyone is hearing it, I'm not done it to you. Just know I didn't like you.
Wow.
If I really, really like you, I want to give you my whole sexual experience. When I'm giving you a blowjob and I'm deep throating your dick, my fingers will slide somewhere, depending on the position that we're in. So I'm assuming I'm seated and you're standing. Yes, I'm assuming I'm seated and you're standing and your dick is all up in my face, inside my mouth. I will caress your bums, your thighs, your back. I will trickle down to you and put my finger slightly, not the whole damn thing like it's a woman's vagina. That's not what I'm talking about. And let me tell you, every man, okay, not every man. Let me say the men that I have, and there are few. Let me put that out there. Very few.
Nobody's judging.
No, me, I don't even care. But the guys that they are always like, wow, where did you learn how to do that? And I'm like, what? And because they are shy, because of their manhood,
you tell them you read it on Randy Pontiff's blog.
It's a very, very beautiful. I mean, come on. It doesn't mean you're gay.
Most people mistake it for that.
That's crap.
Yeah, it's just some small toxic masculinity here and there. But eventually, I think once we desensitize people from, feeling too, what should I say, uptight about it, so to speak. Is conservative the right word? Yeah, being conservative is also another thing, because we find that this is a place that is almost sacred to most. Because not even most chicks like that.
I agree.
Yeah. So it's a place where if you go in, you've really breached some serious... it's a threshold where now we have gone past the usual. And it feels like we have opened a whole new layer to this relationship or whatever it is.
And it's okay. I mean, if you don't like it, she won't repeat. And she'll respect it.
Yeah.
Because sex is about open-mindedness.
I think so.
And the more sex you have, the more open-minded. I'll tell you one thing. I can't even talk about my ex, Anna. Anyways, my recent relationship. When I met my ex, I thought I knew it all. Hey, you guy.
Alikusho.
Guy. Wow.
Tell us more.
But then I never used to know that. I never thought I would pleasure a man when I'm on top. I never thought I would get orgasms when I'm on top.
What changed that?
He was like, babe, you can do anything. Come, you have a good vagina. Try, Kwani. Then I did it once. I did it twice. I did, and today I think being on top, but you see there are some guys who don't like women on top.
No, Mimi, I think if women realized that being on top is, as in any kind of cowgirl, is the kind that will give you your vaginal orgasm.
Yes, that's
most
it.
women will do it.
That's it.
But
that's it.
But there's a way the dick touches the walls different,
and
you feel it, both of you.
And somehow his balls touch your clit.
Depends on the position, though, right?
No.
Which position are you talking about?
I'm talking about when you're on top, either reverse or whatever. There's a way not his balls. There's a way your clit pumps, taps.
No, it's the grinding. You know, when you're bouncing on it, it's grinding against his pubic hair.
Exactly.
Maybe I was told not to shave by some past, some blast in the past.
Yeah.
I was told not to shave because somehow the pubes get her there. And
exactly.
I was like, okay, cool. I don't even.
Exactly. What I love the most is when I'm on top. The usual, not reverse. And he rubs my clit when I'm on top.
Some might find it too sensitive at that point because it's doing a lot. It's grinding on things. It's, Me
I want the full experience.
You bought the whole package.
What is for trial and error? We agreed we maximize. We don't know when we'll have sex again.
It's true.
When he's rubbing my clit, I'm grinding on him, and his one hand is on my clit, the other one is on my nipple. Let me just tell you, if you don't come,
it's on him.
Like for me, I'm so fucking focused on myself at that point. I'm like, don't you dare stop, and I won't stop. So I never thought I could be on top. I never thought I could give a man good blowjobs. My ex taught me how to deep throat.
Bitch, you gonna learn. Aga.
But then these days he tells me, Akiwewe, shit, I want my money back. Some nigga is just enjoying what I taught you.
They remember that this dick too good. You stop wanting to fuck for free,
And you see, the most beautiful thing is I was a partner who was open-minded. I was willing to explore, and he never hurt me. It never damaged me. It never, I never felt like
it never left a bad taste.
No, it never made me feel like I'm being abused or being taken advantage of.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Did he cuddle good?
He was. Somehow he's the guy who used to cuddle when I'm on my period.
Right. That's the guy.
He has nice, long, big arms. Anyway, however,
nothing wrong with retirement benefits. Collect your reparations,
but
sister.
Let me just say this, and we need to also discuss it one day. Me, by the way, when I'm done with you, I'm done, and it takes heaven enough for me to be done with you.
Most chicks are like that, by the way. What's up with that?
Because someone has hurt you, you've communicated. I'll give you an example.
Where this one will go into an hour. Let's do it on that podcast. It will go into into an hour.
But we need to have that discussion.
Yeah, we need to have that conversation. Yeah. We will. So I guess we can call it a wrap, right?
Oh yeah, sorry guys. I think we digressed.
Yeah, super digressed. But you love the conversation. So I guess, ladies and gentlemen, that's the very end of it. There are more pros than there are cons, clearly, to when it comes to cuddling.
Definitely.
Because as we have seen, man, this thing feels so good, man.
It's the best thing ever.
Yeah, so fine, you may catch a feeling, but you might as well enjoy it. It is especially good for afterplay, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And mostly it is foreplay, as we have discovered.
And I like what you've said. If you want to enjoy something, enjoy it. Don't hold back.
Full.
You're holding back for
full condition.
Yeah.
So it's during cuddling that you can tell each other what all that mourning was all about.
Yeah.
Then you can get to laugh at those quips. Oh my God, quips. So you guys, it's been real. You have been listening to Randy Radio, and this is Randy Pontiff with my guest Karigo.
Yes.
Karigo,
Thanks for having me.
Let's tell these people goodbye. Don't forget to follow me on social media for feedback and comments. And until next time, bye.
Bye, guys.